Hi, thank you so much for joining us. This is Hannah Gerbyshek, Director of Volunteer and Community Programs at Literacy Pittsburgh, and I am happy to welcome Nicole Menino Johnson, the Director of Strategic Initiatives at Literacy Pittsburgh. She oversees all of our digital skills programming, excuse me, our employee training services, among other things within the agency. And she's here to talk about Upwardly Global and Coursera. Upwardly Global is available for our students, and Coursera is available for students and tutors alike. So, Nicole, I will, and correct me, that was correct, right? I'm hoping I didn't
Yes.
speak out of turn. Thank you. Nicole, I'll let you take it away, and so you can share about these programs that are available.
Great. Thanks so much, Hannah. And I'm happy to be here today with you to talk about these two career resources that are available for students. And as Hannah mentioned, the Google Career Certificates are also an option for tutors. So today, again, we're going to look at Upwardly Global. It's a partnership that Literacy Pittsburgh has with Upwardly Global. And what that includes is Upwardly Global Learning, skilling opportunities, and credential evaluations. Upwardly Global is specifically for immigrant students. And we will also look at Coursera Google Career Academy. And there are options available, including UX design, IT support, digital marketer, project manager, data analyst, cybersecurity, or IT automation with Python. And this is a 1-year license in Coursera to complete one of these Google Career Academy options. So now let's look at the Upwardly Global partnership in a little more detail. So Literacy Pittsburgh has partnered with Upwardly Global, which is a premier national organization that is working to support immigrants and refugees with international credentials to restart their careers in the United States. Upwardly Global has proven resources, learning tools, and also includes professional development training for Literacy Pittsburgh staff, which has been wonderful. What sets it apart is that it's culturally responsive to the needs of immigrants and refugees, and it has a unique focus on preparing immigrants and refugees for a professional job market. It has a proven track record of successfully preparing internationally trained immigrants and refugees for thriving wage careers in the United States. And I am going to share a short video so you can learn a little bit more about the mission of Upwardly Global.
Upwardly Global looks at solving the challenge: how do we help the 2.3 million immigrant and refugee professionals who are underemployed in the United States re-enter into their careers? It's a community of city and state officials, employers, volunteers. It's a community of our job seekers and our alumni who actually care about changing the narrative about starting from scratch and starting from the bottom to starting from where you left off. We've placed people in clinical research, we've placed people in data analyst roles, civil engineers, HR managers, IT recruiters, you name it. We have helped over 20,000 of these individuals access jobs and access careers at the mid and the high skill level. We help them both with the career navigation through our coaches. We help them to understand how to market themselves, how to network, and then we help them reskill and upskill.
I am from Ethiopia, and arriving as a refugee, when I arrived at the airport, it almost felt like now the reality hits, where I have to figure out everything else again. Before Upwardly Global, I didn't even think to search for a professional job. Upwardly Global was able to help me in terms of coaching, resume building, networking, and mock interviews. I felt like myself when I joined Upwardly Global because it gave me hope My job currently is I am a senior category analyst at Giant Food, one of the biggest grocers in Washington, D.C. area. If I hadn't met Upwardly Global, I don't know what my journey would have looked like.
Our work with employers is twofold. On the one hand, we work on employer practice change. The second way is we help them access our talent pool.
Upwardly Global is an extraordinary partner. The partnership that we created a few years ago has not only supported us throughout the entire pandemic, but they really fit nicely into our own goals around identifying talent.
We worked with New York Presbyterian to say, can we open up something like a midternship, an apprenticeship program at the mid and high skill level, and then place them in the most appropriate roles for full-time work.
The premise is simple. Come here, work, be an intern with us, identify a role within the institution, and provide your expertise to us.
We really see this as an opportunity to think about how do we help companies open opportunity at the mid and the high skill level, because we know we need this talent and diverse talent at every level.
Upwardly Global provides a support structure that allows people to thrive.
As we look to the future, we need to recognize that immigrants will continue to be the source of our workforce, and that we need that at every skill level. And so until we build a system that allows these individuals to contribute at their skill level, we as a country cannot thrive. What Upwardly Global does is help people believe in themselves. We can contribute, and we can thrive, and we can create shared prosperity for all of us, no matter where we come from. That's the promise of America.
Okay, so that's a great overview of the organization of Upwardly Global. And Literacy Pittsburgh, again, we've partnered with Upwardly Global, and they are providing coaching for our career services team and our career coaches so that we can provide these services to immigrant students at Literacy Pittsburgh. So the first option through Upwardly Global is Upwardly Global Learning. This is a virtual micro-learning platform that prepares skilled immigrants to job seek in the United States. And we're mentioning here skilled immigrants. As you noticed in the video, they're talking about immigrants that are coming at mid-level or higher level careers that don't want to start over in the United States. They have skills to offer, and they just need some help in contextualizing how to market their skills in the United States, how to network. And what this job platform does is it gives contextualized knowledge on 6 industry pathways on how to be successful in a job search. So how to prepare your resume, what's appropriate in the United States, and specifically what's appropriate in each of these different industry pathways. So there are 6 industry pathways that a learner can choose from: information technology, healthcare, finance, accounting and banking, engineering and architecture, business, logistics and operations, and there's also a general job search pathway. And up next, we're going to look at what each pathway includes. So the modules within the pathway, all of them include an introduction to the US job market and resume improvement. And again, the resume improvement on the finance and accounting banking path will be different from the resume improvement in the healthcare path. So they are all contextualized for each specific industry. Cover letters, marketing yourself, networking, and interview. So these are the learning plans that are contextualized for each of these different industries. And it's called micro learning. There's short modules and readings that can be done on a phone or on a computer at the learner's pace. And if we look here, the intro to the US job market is about 23 minutes. And then resume improvement is 1 hour and 8 minutes, but it doesn't mean you have to sit for 1 hour and 8 minutes to do it at once. It can be done in chunks, and it saves progress. So let's take a look at how to sign up. So students can attend an Upwardly Global information session. and those are held on Zoom, or they can attend an open lab. We have specific open lab times that are in person at our downtown center, and those can be found on the Literacy Pittsburgh student portal, lpstudent.com. And if tutors want to help their student get connected with this, they can just contact their coordinator, who can help them get signed up for Upwardly Global Learning. Once a student has completed one industry pathway, which again is micro-learning, so I'd say like probably a total of like 3 to 4 hours that can be done at their own pace, then they're eligible for a skilling opportunity. These are really amazing opportunities for immigrant students to pursue, and they range in intensity level, and we'll take a look at what is involved in each of these skilling opportunities, what's available, and what the intensity level is. So there are Cisco Networking Academy modules, Salesforce Fundamentals, EF English Live, Microsoft Learning Pathways, Coursera Unlimited, and eCornell. We'll take a look at each of these. So the first is the Cisco Networking Academy, and this is a medium intensity opportunity, and they offer 10 courses, and the courses take between 8 and 30 hours to complete. These are self-paced online classes, but it does use the same curriculum that's taught in person at the Networking Academy classrooms around the world. And you'll see the 10 pathways right here. It's programming essentials in Python, networking essentials, intro to cybersecurity, and so on. And this is targeted toward job seekers interested in learning entry-level tech skills and obtaining a certificate of completion by Cisco. And Cisco is a very well-known company, and so that holds a little weight in marketing yourself and showing that you have education with an industry leader. The next skilling opportunity is a little different. This one is really available for any learner. It's EF-SET, Education First Standardized English Test, and live instruction. This one is low intensity, it's at your own pace. There are tests, a 90-minute test, a 50-minute test, or a 15-minute quiz. And it's a standardized test that there is also available a learning platform on a phone or on a computer where they can skill up in English, basic English skills. And that's what this EF Live is. There's over 3,000 hours of coursework available. The next opportunity is Microsoft Learning Pathways. And this target is entry-level participants. They are recommended to have a LinkedIn profile, job seekers who are contemplating a career change but need more information before committing. So this is a lower intensity kind of career exploration opportunity. And here are some of the pathways. So some basic digital literacy skills, soft skills, entrepreneurship skills, learning pathways, including administrative professional, project manager, business analyst, and so on. And there's some job searching resources. Next is Salesforce. And this slide here has Salesforce Trailhead Coach and Fundamentals. I believe it may have shifted to just be the Salesforce Fundamentals, not entirely sure. But this is a very in-demand skill to have. It is high intensity. And there's an online learning platform where there are self-paced learning pathways, and There are free certification exam vouchers for different Salesforce certifications. That's one of the things that recently changed, but they do have some scholarships available through Upwardly Global where they will continue to pay for the certification exam while the scholarship funds last. Salesforce is used very widely, including at Literacy Pittsburgh, and this is a really, really in-demand skill. Coursera, you may have heard of Coursera. It's an online learning platform. Through this partnership, immigrant students can get access for 1 year of Coursera Unlimited, and they can complete as many things as they would like in that 1 year. There's an extremely broad range of opportunities there, and it can be somewhat high intensity. This is good for individuals who are great self-learners, self-starters, and don't need a lot of learning support. There's all kinds of things you can do on Coursera. It's really kind of the sky is the limit. The final opportunity that we'll talk about is eCornell. This one is high intensity as well. And these are unique in that they are, they're somewhat self-paced, but there's a limit in time. There's an exact time that you need to start and finish by. So each course is like 2 weeks long, and you have to complete the course within that 2-week time period. And then you get to the next course, and there's a combination of courses. Each certificate consists of about 6 courses. And there's a starting date and a finishing date. So in order to earn the certificate, you have to complete it within the time frame. So this one requires a little more planning and commitment level. But there are over 200 different programs available, and you get some more interaction with other participants, and you also get feedback from one of the instructors at Cornell. And here are some of the available certificates. So data science and analytics, diversity and inclusion, engineering, environmental social governance, financial and business performance, food and plant science, healthcare, and so on. And all of these skilling opportunities through Upwardly Global are done virtually, so students would need to have access to a laptop computer and Wi-Fi. But everything is 100% free of charge. How do students sign up for this? Talk to your coordinator, and your coordinator will connect your student with a Literacy Pittsburgh career coach. The career coach has to be the one that makes the referral for skilling, and work with the student to identify the best opportunity before we make that referral. The last option available through Upwardly Global Partnership are ECE credential evaluations. So ECE is an evaluator of credentials that is recognized by many leading universities and employers in the United States. A free credential evaluation is available for Literacy Pittsburgh students who have a direct request from an employer or a university asking them for a credential evaluation. What this does is it compares their academic and professional degrees earned in their home country to the academic and professional degrees earned in another, so in this case in the United States. And colleges, universities, and employers and governments use these evaluations to evaluate the education as part of the admission or hiring process. The credential reports can range in price from $100 to $275 for the report. It is variable on the country of origin and the extent of the evaluation. There are additional fees for translating or expediting. If a student doesn't have a direct request from an employer or a university, we're unable to provide them with the voucher for the free one, but they are able to request one at their own expense and go through the process. But if they do have a specific request, then you can contact your coordinator, and what the student will need to have is that a copy of the request. It could be a screenshot, it could be an email, it could be a letter. They'll need documentation of their credentials, and that varies by country. Once someone is interested, we'll help them find on the website which kind of documentation is needed for their country, and they will need to translate their documentation. The translation does not have to be an official translation. It can be translated by the student as long as it's a word-for-word translation. Okay, so that's an overview of the Upwardly Global Partnership with Literacy Pittsburgh. Next, I will talk about the Google Career Academy through Coursera. So Literacy Pittsburgh has a Google Learning program. There are free licenses available, and anyone, students, tutors, and Literacy Pittsburgh staff are eligible to participate in these. The license is valid until December of 2025. And these are the options. So this is also through Coursera, but this is a more limited version of Coursera. So these are the different academies that are available. UX Design, IT Support Specialist, Digital Marketer, Project Manager, Data Analyst, Cybersecurity Professional, or Ready to Level Up, which is IT Automation through Python. These academy certificates don't require a degree or experience, with the exception of the Advanced Data Analytics course. That one they recommend that you have experience or you've completed the Beginner Data Analytics. They are self-paced and you have the ability to reset your deadlines. The programs include anywhere from 150 to 200 hours of instruction, and once you've completed it, you will earn a professional career certificate. Some of these may be eligible for credit at participating colleges and universities. There's interactive content with real-world scenarios, and it can take approximately 6 months to complete if you put in about 10 hours per week. And I would say that's accurate. I did complete a data analytics certificate through this program, and it took me about 6 months. If you have more time, you can do it in less time than that if you devote more than the 10 hours per week. So I'm just going to look through the different options here so you can learn a little more about what each of these options include. The UX Designer is a 7-course series, and the courses are listed on the right of this slide. There's over 200 hours of instruction and hundreds of project-based activities, and there's assessments that simulate real-world UX design scenarios. And the 7 courses that are included are Foundations of User Experience Design. That's what UX stands for, user experience. Start the UX design process, build wireframes and low-fidelity prototypes, conduct UX research and test early concepts, create high-fidelity designs and prototypes in Figma, build dynamic user interfaces for websites, and design a user experience for social good, and prepare for jobs. There are guided projects in addition to the Career Academy. So what the Career Academy is these 7 courses and that lead to a professional certificate. And then there's some additional short project-based courses. They're about 2 to 4 hours each, and they can be taken in addition to the Google Career Certificate. And the 4 different guided projects in this field are creating a website with MailChimp, Draw, an interactive wireframe in Mach Plus, how to design Facebook and Instagram stories using Canva, and create a mock-up in Figma. The next sphere is IT support specialist. This one is a 5-course series that helps people prepare for a career in IT, no experience or degree needed. And it can also help you prepare to take the CompTIA A+ certification exam. You can earn up to 15 college credits. And the 5 courses are listed on the right. In addition to the career certificate, there are guided projects in IT support that are listed here. These are advanced commands in Linux, creating IT diagrams with Lucidchart, files and directories in the Linux file system, and the other two, I'm not exactly sure what those mean, but maybe you do. All right, Digital Marketer is the next career academy. The professional certificate is a 7-course series with over 190 hours of instruction. Participants will learn Canva, Constant Contact, Google Ads, Google Analytics, Hootsuite, HubSpot, MailChimp, Shopify, and Twitter. And the 7 different courses are listed there on the right. There are also 3 guided projects in digital marketing. Project Manager is the next career academy. Project management is a 6-course series, over 150 hours of instruction, and it can help you prepare for some of the Project Management Institute exams. And it's, you may be eligible for college credit at participating colleges and universities. There are also 5 guided projects in digital marketing. And Data Analyst. The Google Data Analytics Professional Certificate is an 8-course series with over 180 hours of instruction. Skills include data cleaning, problem solving, critical thinking, data ethics, data visualization, SQL, Tableau, and R. Then there is another career certificate, Advanced Data Analytics. This one is a 7-course series, and this is a unique one in that it does require prior knowledge of foundational analytical principles and recommended tools and skills, or completion of the other data analytics certificate. You will learn platforms and tools including Jupyter Notebook, Python, and Tableau. And another option in the field of data analytics is Google Business Intelligence Professional Certificate. This one's a little shorter. It's a 3-course series. It is also an advanced level. So they do recommend that you have data analytics experience before pursuing this one. It includes more than 70 hours of instruction, and it builds on data analytics skills and experience. Cybersecurity Professional. This one's an 8-course series with over 170 hours of instruction. You learn skills including Python, Linux, SQL, SIEM tools, intrusion detection systems. And the courses are listed there on the right. And the last career academy is called Ready to Level Up. And this is Google IT Automation with Python Professional Certificate. It's a 6-course series. It doesn't require experience, but it is helpful to have IT support knowledge already. So if you either already have an IT support certificate or have experience with that, this might be a good fit. There are over 170 hours of instruction, and skills include Python, Git, and IT automation. Okay, I'm ready. Now what? You can attend a Google Career Certificate info session. You can just decide, I'm ready for it. I want to take this one. Make sure you schedule time, commit yourself to work weekly, that 10 hours a week. And all you need to do is complete an interest form, and then we will send you a link to your Career Academy and you can begin. Okay. Any questions about either Upwardly Global or the Google Career Certificates?
Thank you so much for that presentation, Nicole. I'm going to stop the recording.